Okay, I think I got it right this time. So, in this stream, I'm just going to be showcasing some fun decks that um, aren't, they have various degrees of viability, but they're all fun. They're all ones you could just start using in training grounds if you want, and you can mess around with them and try and make them better if you like as well. But um, I got, I think, five different ones to try here, and this one. I will show you the deck after this battle. I was just in the middle of fixing things and I just left the game going, but it's basically built around trying to create as many green elementals as I can with these tumbleweed cards here. So we'll do here first. We'll try and get some lands on the board and then work our way to making those bigger. So we'll get an Urza Saga down. I don't think I need these right now. Okay, cool. Demolition Field is something we do want on the board. Not a lot of green matches right now, but see if we can fix that. It's probably going to be a GTA deck. So we'll see how we stack up against it. Probably not great. Plot that. To get a leveler down. Okay, good. At least we got rid of that. Spree. Can we get to Spree 3 here? Um, yes. I do see one there. Okay, good. So that's working out so far. Let's make some constructs. This card is cool. Omen Path Journey basically puts lands into your um, side of the battlefield for free. Okay, so I want to see if I have the Tumbleweed card in my... Tumbleweed Rising is not plotted. Not this one, at least. But I think we could still do something with it. Create Green Elemental. Gets plotted. But I think we won this turn anyway, so won't matter. But the cool thing is, if you get a Tumbleweed card that has plotted in the graveyard, it keeps plotted. So you can use it over and over again. and it will still have that plotted effect on it. So that's pretty cool. So there's deck one. Show you it just so you can see what it looks like. So this is the whole deck. Awaken the Woods creates little land elementals. See, they're Dryad Forest lands. So that would synergize with Dance of the Tumbleweeds. That creates land cards according to how many reinforcements of lands you have. And then just a bunch of different lands in here. Cityscape Leveler is just there to kind of keep their side of the board clear. So that's an alright one. Let's go over to Luca Bound to Ruin. Um, this is just a really strong aggro deck, and I'm using Luca with it. I'm using Luca for it because, for one, he had a deck slot that I could throw a deck into, and he's actually alright at getting creatures on the board, so his mana gains are also really nice. +5 on red and green. His total mana is terrible, but we can deal, I guess. And then his abilities make you lose life. So that was really well thought out. So the reason that I found this deck to be fun is because it's a very aggro deck that is not running Turtle, Galta, or Atraxa. So that's also pretty fun. It's not the same three creatures you see every time. That Railway Brawler gets so big so fast. So yeah, quick and easy win there. And that's pretty much what that deck is good for. Not a lot in terms of defense, right? Okay, what this looks like. So yeah, it's mostly built to get your creatures on the board and set up to win in as few turns as possible. No real defense to speak of unless you think of Pride of Hulklade and Railway Brawler as blockers, and that's your only defense. So it's definitely more just a training grounds deck. And let's go over to Chandra Ignited. So this is a weird one. We got Agatha, Anzrag, and everything else is just there to make up as many activate gems as possible. And then we do a bunch of things to create some gold tokens and things like that. And then Food Fight and Torch the Witness will take care of all the damage when we get um, our board set up. It's just going to be pinging your opponent for tons of damage at a time. And we'll see how this goes. So Agatha, if you remember, when you match an activated gem, convert X gems to red or green. X is this creature's power. This effect can trigger up to 3 times per turn. So that's the point of this deck, is just creating tons of activated gems. Torch the Witness. Food fight. Okay. Blade Coil. I don't see Blade Coil that often anymore. Hmm. Guess I'll take that match. Didn't want to, but sometimes you have to. Let's see. Gonna hit the mother load down. Demolition Field. Then Agatha. Then we'll be in business. So that's why Ansrag is in there. He's there to pop all my activated gems. Create some cascades. So that's kind of cool. Not sure what he played there. Probably like an endless detour or something. Okay, we're creating activated gems. We don't have a lot of power on Agatha right now, so it's not going to do a lot of gem conversion, but it's something. Okay, now we got a lot of demolition field activated gems on the board, so let's pop some of them. Hmm. Good activated gem. Hits. That one's okay. Now it's just a minefield for him. So he destroyed an activated gem, and because of her ability, it damaged him. So there's a lot of ways for your opponent to lose with this deck. I didn't even really get into showing a lot of how that deck is supposed to work, so maybe I'll do one more battle with her. One sec. Okay. Cool. Desolate Mire, something we want on the board. Okay, yeah. So Tarian Soul Cleaver is usually what will get our Agatha up in power, but we don't have her out yet. But that's fine. Oh wow, they're playing Torpor Orb. Oh my god. I never see this card. That was weird. I gotta see what he just played there. That was interesting. Oh, I think he's playing Pest Control. Wow. A World Soul's Rage. Pest Control. Wow. I think that might be the first time I've seen that card actually. Volt Strider. Interesting. Interesting deck. Field, that would be good to have out. Okay, let's get Torch the Witness down and then play Help to Pay. Desert. Okay. Well, our Demolishing Field will get rid of that. That was interesting. Tried to play all those masterpiece lands on me, and it didn't really do much for him. Because Demolition Field is that good. Okay, well, let's move on to another deck here. show you Sarah Angel. Where'd it go? So this deck is just built around making a bunch of angels, and it's very strong. It sets up pretty fast, depending on what's in your hand. But I found that it creates angels very quickly and makes them very strong very fast. So that's a good start. Get Exalted Angel on the board. It's very reliant on creatures, so this might be a difficult battle because they're probably going to be playing a lot of removal with this Planeswalker and deck, but we'll see. So far, they're proving me right. Yeah, this is like my least favorite type of deck to go against. Bunch of removal, bunch of discard. Greg is playing it very stupidly, but still gotta be careful here. Okay, that's weird. Mm, too little, too late, but we'll see. Well, dang. That was just a very annoying deck to face. Had a lot of discard, which is really not a strategy that people play enough, but it can be very effective, as you just saw. So we'll go through and do another battle with that deck. Something a little more easy to manage. Playline? Yeah, we'll get Vindicator down and then she can bring back the other things from my exile. I'm not even sure what these cards are. Okay. Hope that's going well for you. So the reason I have Aminatu, the Fate Shifter, in here is because I tend to go through a lot of cards in my hand, so I need a way to get cards in my hand quickly and efficiently. And Aminatu means that I get 2 extra cards every turn. So there's that. If I could get Seraphic Steed down, that would be great. Hmm. Well, okay, we get this Radiant Angel down, and then we'll just keep this going. Okay, Desolate Mire would be great to have on the board. Need all these lands on the board, actually. There's a lot of support removal in their deck, which is kind of rare. Okay, so this is part of why I get so much mana in my hand and need to constantly be refilling my hand because my supports generate a lot of mana for me. So this deck probably plays pretty well with Grandmaster of Flowers as well because he's got a little bit more built-in drawn and he can do things with tokens that are really cool as well. So I should probably try this deck with Grandmaster of Flowers, but I hadn't used Sarah Angel in a long time. So there's how that's supposed to go. Kind of want to give it one more go and see if I could do something else with that deck. It doesn't have enough removal itself, so let's go ahead and put something in here that will help with that. Is it Wandering Emperor? Is that the first? It's lifelink, activate ones. Or is it Elspeth? No. Well, Elspeth might be good as a thing because we're making a bunch of angels. Shimmel's a good one to have. Get started right away with Chimmel, and that's a great start. It's a good setup so far. Okay. So I'll keep the Vindicator around just in case they run some removal on me. I don't expect them to, but you never know. Oh, good. First strike. Well, we got rid of that anyway. Let's see, is there a 5 swap anywhere? Not that I'm seeing, so might as well use it. To that. Lifelink, cool. So yeah, when things go well, it sets up very fast and wins fast too. So that's a cool deck there. And then the last one I'll share with you is so fun. It might be the most fun deck that for me right now in standard. And we're going with Tyvar 2. And this is all about these cards interacting with each other. Rakdos joins up with the Gitrog Ravenous Ride and Galta or Suchi. Destroying those makes a lot of goofy things happen. So I can't wait to share with you this deck here. Attempt into Galta is a great start. Gitrog, Fungal Fortitude. Okay, now watch this. Destroy Galta. We double dip on the conversion there. Okay. Then we get him right back with the portal to Phyrexia. Fungal Fortitude. So this is going to be creating another in there, and then Galta comes right back because of Fungal Fortitude. Huh, so are they playing Hixis? Is that what's going on? Yeah, okay. That is annoying. We'll see what we can do about it. It's in the damn corner, though, which is annoying. Well, that's good. Got rid of that. And then now watch this. If Rakdos joins up is on the board, then he is dead. Not only am I flooding the board with gem conversion, but look at that. Rakdos joins up, dealt that damage to my opponent because when a non-copied legendary creature you control dies, deal X damage to your opponent's planeswalker. X is that creature's power. Not base power, just total power. So there are ways to repeat that effect over and over again. We're going to be filling up our hand with cards. Galta converting is going to be filling those cards with mana. And Portal to Phyrexia and Fungal Fortitude are going to let us do that basically every turn. So it's very awesome when things get going. This is going to be a difficult battle. Opper Stamper is probably running GTA or some sort of nasty Galta loop thing. So we just need to be ready for it. And see if we can get there first. Doesn't seem like we will, but if I could take care of that first. Don't need these right now. Mm, not much of anything great. Need to get that portal down. No. Hmm. Great. GTA is all set up. Things come into your hand in the wrong order. That is kind of what screws you with this deck. But most of the time it's so fun. It's, I guess, worth taking a hit sometimes. Hmm. I like that he's taking damage, but I don't like that amount of damage being taken. Do I go with Galta or Gitrog? I'll go with Gitrog. I don't know if I had a Galta in my hand. I should have checked. Dang it. Oh well. Let's see what he's got going on here. Oh, he's got a Taiva. That sucks. Okay, well there's a Galta. Oh, because Rakdos came into play. Um, Rakdos joins up. So Fungal Fortitude. Do that. Destroyed. Well, we almost won. Unless he destroys it. Oh, yes. Oh my god, that was great. Oh, that's hilarious. Nice job. Thank you for helping me win. I'm glad that got on tape here. We'll do one more battle with this deck. Oh, that's so funny. I'm really glad I didn't quit that battle in that I let it play out. Thank you, Rakdos joins up. I'm telling you, that card is a sleeper. It punishes your opponent for destroying your creatures, which, if they're not ready for, it's going to really frustrate them. Here we go with the discard. Let's see. Great. And Rakdos? Damn. Let's see what we can do about that. This deck could probably use a little bit more support removal, but I'm not too worried about it right now. One of not so great matches. Oh man. Okay, well that opened some stuff up for me at least. Just good. Oh, that's annoying. Oh no. Rakdos came back. I don't like that at all. That's gonna make things very difficult for me here. Um, damn. Mm, yeah, no, I don't see anything here, unfortunately. Do one more run of this deck. It's just so fun to play, though, when things are going right for it, at least. Mm, let's get Necromancy down. All of my black swaps. Okay, well, at least we got that. Okay, finally a creature. Got a Galta, so we don't have to destroy the Suchi Cave Guard just yet. But I do believe we have Rakdos joins up, so that's going to trigger. And yep, there we go. So I don't think I really need any joins up in this deck. I don't think that did enough for me, so I think I'll put instead like Thunder's Debut or something like that in here. Or maybe some conversion here. Cryptics. I think it was a little slow sometimes waiting for big conversion to happen. So putting cryptics in here should take care of that. Oops, I missed a 5 slot. And we got Suchi right back. We'll get a portal to Phyrexia down. And there we go. That's really moving things along. Alright. Galta comes in because of Rakdos joins up. Put a Fungal Fortitude on him. So if Rakdos joins up is down, then it's going to... This is going to be lethal. Either way. Yep. Cool. So there are definitely some flaws in this deck. You can draw things that aren't useful for that point in the game early on, and then you're just struggling to find your pieces you want. So it might be worth putting in some draw or fetch into this deck if you do decide to use it for more than just for funsies. But you can see the power of this deck, and those cards that you put in there, the Rakdos with Galta and the Gitrog, those three together are so fun. So I definitely encourage you to play around with this deck archetype and see what you can come up with. But, oh, we got a comment here. Do you feel that discard is effective against current GTA meta? I liked your Vraska intro with the hand denial. Other planeswalkers you think are viable for that kind of deck? Pretty much any black planeswalker. Um, Obviously, Liliana of the Veil is going to be one that you can use because she has discard built into her kit. Um, some of the other Lilianas, I believe, have some discard. Professor Onyx and the original Liliana, but I would never use her for anything too serious. But yeah, as you saw in some of these battles, I don't know when you came in to watch, but um, I faced the Ashiok 3 that was playing a lot of hand denial on me, and it just really gave me a hard time. Um, yeah, because a lot of the cards you're going to be facing in those decks tend to cost a lot. Blossoming Tortoise is the exception, but the other cards in that deck are probably going to cost a lot. And so just not letting them be able to cast them and then picking off Blossoming Tortoise when it comes out. Getting some disable. That will be a good strategy. But yeah, I think there's not a one size fits all to deal with that GTA meta. The most effective ways that I've seen for myself, if I'm not playing discard, is just disabling and then gunking up the board with a bunch of activate gems or any non basic gem on the board. So um, I'm still chasing Desert. I want that card. I think it'll be useful for this. Torpor Orb is okay, but it's just so oppressive on your side as well that I don't like playing with that card that much. But yeah, I would say that it's a pretty decent effect. I think discard is just one of those um, deck archetypes that don't get used a lot. Maybe it's just boring for some people, but I think it's definitely a viable strategy. So, um, have you tried it? Have you seen what's your success been with it? Anyhow, I think that'll do it for me for now. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching some of those decks. I had a lot of fun creating them and building around them, and I hope that you get some enjoyment out of it as well. So, see you next time.